Hello, my fellow brothers and sisters. This is Brother West, Prophet West. Word just dropped in my spirit, and I want to talk to someone. I want to tell someone something that God says. God says to forget about it. That's the word. Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about that thing that you've been thinking about. Forget about that situation that you keep pondering on in your mind. God wants you to forget about it. And I was thinking about it and how God spoke this to me to come and give you that word and speak this word to you. I was in a conversation with this lady, and she had went through some difficult times, and she had resided to the fact that she's not going to worry about and look back and worry about what had happened because she had lost a lot. And I come in the conversation with her, I told her the same thing. I'm the same way. Can't live in the past. Can't live in what happened. Got to move forward, because that feeling of what happened, if you still keep living there, it ain't going to make things change. It ain't going to fix nothing. You got to do something about it. Me being emotional and me and being upset, if I don't do nothing about it, it ain't not going to happen. I got to do something about it. And see, God wants us to do something about it. And one of the things that he wants us to do, he wants you to do, is to forget about it. Don't look back. And see, and then one of the things another thing that God put in my spirit was about my son. I had a son, got one son, he plays football, another son, his name is Dominic. And one time he was playing football, and he was the running back, and he got the pitch of the ball, and he went right, and he cut left, and he began to accelerate. And I knew it as a dad. I knew he was going to break it. I saw it. And he saw it too. He saw that end zone, and he went to accelerate. And when he went to accelerate and cut up field, somebody went low. And when they went low, instinctively, some kind of way, they knocked the ball out. He fumbled the ball, and the other team got the ball, and it was over. The play was over. He was upset about it. It bothered him. Because being my son, he replay a lot. I've always replayed. But God is helping me, and I was trying to teach my son how to let that thing go. And one of the coaches told me to tell Dominique was this right here. He said the greatest running backs and the greatest players in the league, football, basketball, or whatever, those are the players who have the ability to forget the last play, to forget that last mistake, forget that last situation that didn't work out. And see, this is where many of you are at. You are going back in your mind trying to fix, if I would have did this in that same moment, that same situation, you're trying to go back and say, if I'd have done this different, this would have happened. If I'd done that, that would happen. God said, let it go. Let go of that past. Let go of what happened. The reason why you're living the way you are, and why you're living in the facing the things that you're facing, is supposed to be this way. It happened. It was a consequence of your choice. It was a consequence of life. And so the consequence is here now. So fight through the consequence. This is a teaching moment. And so in the teaching moment, do something about it. Work. Figure out what the wisdom is. Extract the wisdom from the situation that you're in. And don't look back. Even Paul said, forgetting those things behind me, I reach forward and I press forward the prize of the high calling which is in Christ Jesus. So even God says, when it talked about, even in the Bible, it says, consider not the former things, nor the things of old. Behold, I'm going to do a new thing in you. God said he's going to do a new thing, but in order for him to do the new thing, you got to forget about the old thing. Are you listening to me? Hear me. Listen to me. Focus. When you forget the old thing, God's going to cause a new thing to happen. When you forget the old pain, God's going to cause a new blessing to come. When you forget the old situation, God's going to create a new situation. And the Bible says that in your dry place, I'm going to cause a river to spring up. Where you're dry, where you're about to give up and about to die from thirst, God's going to cause a river to spring up, almost like Samson. When Samson killed all those men with the jawbone of a donkey, and from that same bone, from that same horn, water came out and filled him up, and he revived. Hear me.